Several people asked me to help with the Excel Chapter 5 homework grader project. I made a file about a week ago, a video about a week ago, a little less than that actually, posted to YouTube, and YouTube took it down for being too long. So I'm going to attempt to make this video and make it shorter, make it hit the salient points, and hopefully get through this in a timely fashion and try posting it to both YouTube and TechSmith, where I normally post my lecture videos, so hopefully it will stick. All right, so let's dive into this before I waste too much more time yammering. All right. Actually, I could have downloaded this all already, so... All right. Oops, let me expand this a little bit, see if that helps. Actually, there's two tabs. See what trouble we get into there. All right, download the file for yourself and read the project description, please, so you know what it is we're working on. But we're going to go ahead and dive in here. I'll save as. Smith Elliott. All right, so we have the file ready to go. On the subtotals worksheet, sort the data by type, further sort it by title, both in alphabetical order. All right, so subtotal. All right, so we'll come here to data, sort. Oops. Type and then title. So sort by type, add level, then by title. Click OK. I can see all of one type are together, and the titles within that type are alphabetized. So we have this section, and again, alphabetized, and so on. Use the subtotals feature to insert subtotal rows by type to identify a highest issue price and estimated value. Subtotals by type, highest, those. All right, so we're already on the data tab, so we come over here to subtotal by type and max and issue price and estimated value. So your subtotal pop-up window should look like this, then you click OK. Collapse the data displaying only subtotals and grand total rows. Set the print area for, all right, we'll do the print area here in a minute. We have 3 levels. 3 is everything. We want to collapse 3, so we're going to click 2. Then we have the grand max and all the max of each type. As we want in this first sentence, set print area B1 to E45. So B1 to E45. So I'm going to highlight that area. Come to page layout, print area, set print area. Use the art worksheet to create a blank pivot table on a new worksheet. All right, so let's get that far. So we're on the art tab, come to insert, pivot table, click OK. Worksheet called sold out. I'm going to double click where it says sheet 1, type sold out, and hit enter. Name the average price by type. Okay, so right up here on the top left is the pivot table name. We want average price by type. Hit enter, and we see it also appears here in the work area for the pivot table. Average price by type. Yep. Use the type and issue price fields, enabling Excel to determine where the fields go in the pivot table. All right, so what that's saying there is we want type and issue price. So right here it says type, click the box next to it, and issue price, click the box next to it, and it'll decide where it goes. And that's where it goes. Add estimated value field to the values area. Estimated values is right here, so I'm going to click and drag to below sum of issue price, so it says sum of estimated value. Modify the two values to determine the average issue price and average estimated value by type. Change the custom name to that and that. All right, we'll come back to the custom name. So modify the two values fields. Okay, two ways to do this. I'll do it once on each one. So for sum of issue price, I'm going to click right here on sum of issue price in the work area for the pivot table. And you'll notice the active field is the sum of issue price. We're going to click here on field settings and click on average. You determine average issue price and call it average issue price. Click on average, and now it says average of issue price. And double click the word of. Click delete. So now it says average issue price, and click OK. The other way to be able to get at that pop-up menu is right here where it says sum of estimated value. You can click the arrow and then value field settings. That'll get you the same pop-up. Click average, double click of, delete the word of, click OK. And that takes care of those. Format the two values with currency number. Oh, we could have done that while we were in there. Okay, so, oh well. Format the two value fields. All right. So again, field settings, number format, currency 2 decimals? I don't remember. Currency was 0 decimals. Okay, so I remembered currency, right? Decimals I didn't remember. So currency was 0. Click OK. Click OK again. And that sets that up. Or we can come down here to get at value field settings, number format, currency, 0, OK, OK,